Welcome back to another tech tips video. Today I'm going to show you how to export date and time with seconds information out of Relativity. Now the first question on your mind is, why would I need seconds information? And the answer to that is when you're working with text messages. When you have those, it is important to know when the text message was sent so that you could sort them chronologically. If you export them with just the minutes information, there could be multiple messages sent within a minute and they will not sort properly. There might be also other applications you have where specifications do state seconds information needs to be included. So let me show you how to do it in Relativity. Alright, here I am in Relativity and I have my RSMF start date. It could be any date time field, it doesn't matter. The important part is we have our time here with 3:09 p.m. So we don't have a seconds information. However, seconds information is actually stored in this field. It's just not displayed. Now, if we try to export to file, we'll grab it and we'll say, okay, give me a dat file. You can say run, have it export, and then we're going to look at it. You'll see that it looks exactly like that, 3:09 p.m. There is no seconds information exported. It exports exactly how it shows here. So there are a couple of ways we can go about exporting seconds information. I'm going to cover 3 ways. First, we're going to start with a free one, and then it's going to be something that will cost you a little money, and another one that will cost you a lot of money. And you can pick which one is better for you. So first, we're going to use a free way using Relativity script. And for that, you're going to need to download a Relativity application called Date Field Parsing. So if you can find it here on Relativity website, and if you scroll down, there are all these instructions, and as well as instructions how to install and download and deploy, so you can follow all these instructions here. Now, I already installed it. So all I have to do is go to case admin, scripts, and I'm going to find my date field parsing and hit run. And here I'm going to configure my saved search, going to specify my date, which is going to be RSMF start date. Now we're going to have 2 output fields. One is a date output and one is a time output. And this is kind of inconvenient, but that's kind of what the script does. So we're going to specify a Relativity date, and we can specify what date format we want to use. So we can go with something like that, so it's sortable, and what kind of time format we want. And you see how we have 2 of them here with seconds information. So we can do AM, PM with 24 hours. Let's do 24 hours, why not? And now we're going to run this, and it's going to give us a warning message. And now it says done, so we'll close and go back to documents. And bam, you see how we have, so 3 p.m. is 15 in military time, and so it's 3:09, and this shows us 15:09:09. So you see how the seconds information was actually stored in this field. It was just hidden, or it wasn't presented to you. And using the script, we were able to pull it out. And what we did is we actually put this into a text field, and it's kind of important that you put it into a text field, otherwise it's going to get formatted again and it's going to be hidden again. So the downside of this script is that it outputs into 2 separate fields. It doesn't just output to 1 field. So what you can do now is you can say, let's do a replace, and we'll say Relativity date, and we're going to say append at the end, field, Relativity time, and we'll put space in here, and we're going to say save. And there we go. We have date and time in 1 field, and now we'll be able to export it out and use it for whatever. This date format's probably not the best for this case, but you get the idea. You can choose whatever you want from the drop down. All right, let's move on to the next way we can get this information. And we are going to use my application message crawler. And this is a desktop application that's designed to create RSMF files. However, one of the options here is we can click on import, and we can pull data directly from Relativity's saved search, which is exactly what we're going to do. So I'm going to enter my Relativity information. I'm going to say connect and list workspaces. I will select my RSMF demo, and I will pick my saved search and hit load data. And here you see that we have our same field, relativity date, that we saw before. But now, actually, I'm sorry, it's this one, RSMF start date. We have the same field we saw before, but the formatting is different. It doesn't format it in the AM, PM. It automatically gives you seconds information. So we can say load to grid. Now we have all our information in the grid here, and we can either apply additional date format to this to modify it and tweak it, or we can hit export and say dat file and export this out to a dat file. And you can select which columns you want and all that fun stuff. Right, so that's how you can do it with Message Crawler. Basically there you don't have to do anything. It automatically includes seconds information without you having to specify anything. I don't know if you can hear it, but whenever I make a video, there's always either construction or some lawn cleaning service outside. I don't know. Just, they know when I make videos. All right, so let's move on to the third way, and this is going to be the most expensive way, but it's going to be the most awesome way because you have lots and lots of tools here, and it's going to be BatchGuru. So I have BatchGuru installed in this workspace, and we are going to navigate to our tools, and I'm going to locate date format tools, or format tool. And when I click on it, I'm going to configure a new batch, right? Batch is like we have a set of data to update. It's similar to a transform set in Relativity. And I'm going to specify my data source, which is the saved search. We're going to specify our source field, start date. We're going to specify how do we want to format our date time. I'm just going to pick sortable date time. You can pick custom, and you could just type in DD, YY, all that stuff. And we're going to say which is the destination field. And note we have only one destination field because this tool will not split it into multiple fields. And we do have an extra option here, round to a minute. This way, if you're doing a custom deduplication based on time and you have two sets that, you know, one has seconds information, the other one does not, you can use it to truncate it. So I'm going to hit save. I'm going to say run. And I'm going to refresh. And it's done, and I'm going to go back to documents, and bam, we have a new date field here, right? And this is sortable date time, so everything is going from the year, month, day, hour, minute, second. So this is sortable as text, right? But again, you see the same thing. We do have our seconds information here. So once we have these fields updated, we can just go to export to file, and we can pick a dat file, run it, open our text editor, and see what we get. And you can see that using BatchGuru we have seconds information, using script we have seconds information here and here. However, the default export from date time field does not have any seconds information. All right, guys, hopefully this is helpful to you. This is how you can export date time field in custom format. You can either use Relativity script for free, you can use Message Crawler, or you can use BatchGuru. Right, thanks for checking out this video. I'll see you in the next one.